the next artist who's gonna come up is really, really good. I've seen him perform several times, and you know, he's definitely an evangelist through his music. He touches hearts and is great. So let's give a warm welcome to Crownfreedom as he makes his way to the stage.
Yes, what's going on, people? You all right? Yeah, it's pretty dry, that. I'm tired as well, but I think we can get it a bit louder than that. Let's try one more time. Are we all right? That's good. That's good. Right, so I go by the name of Crownfreedom, and I write songs about my life. Obviously, I am a Christian. That's why I'm up here. I'll tell you a little bit about that in a minute. But I write songs about my life, what I've experienced. So the first song I'm going to do is called Putting in Work, and it just talks about how I used to do the wrong things, and now I'm doing the right things through a relationship with God. So if you ask my mum what I was like growing up, she always says this to me. I don't know why. She would say, oh, you were dead naughty. That's what she'd say. Like, I grew up on an estate in South Manchester, getting into trouble, all that kind of fighting a lot. My sister's here as well. She'd tell you about that. I think I used to do wrestling moves on her as well. I was just naughty, but that was the environment that I grew up in. And later on, I was fighting. I got linked to some of Manchester's gangs just from who was hanging around, and then people wanted me dead and all this crazy stuff. And God saved me in the midst of all that. And I was a skeptical person. I had to see evidence of God in my life for me to be able to have a relationship with God. I didn't care what the pastor said. I didn't care what people at church said. I had to see it for myself. And do you know what? God blew me away to the point where I was like, oh my goodness, you are fully real. This is not Lord of the Rings. This is not the Matrix. It's none of that. This is fully real. And do you know why I can even stand on here and speak to you now? Is that I had a throat operation a few years ago, and the doctors said that I'm not going to be able to speak for a while, which was true. They said there's a high chance I'll never be able to rap again. And do you know what? God healed me in my room. And it's so ridiculous to the point it blew my mind. I was like, nah, this can't be real, but it was, because it happened to me. And I was like, nah, God, whatever you're saying to me, I'm going to listen, I'm going to pay attention. And my life changed from then. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not been an easy journey. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, being a Christian is this fairy tale of, you know, floating through the clouds kind of business. It's not. But you know what? I would rather live life in love through God and with him fighting my battles by my side. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's why I'm here. I just love sharing the love of God and the hope of God, the hope of Jesus, and what Easter is about. You know, I live Easter every day, like, because of what Jesus did on the cross. It's so amazing. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. I can honestly say that 1,000%. So whenever I get up to go on stage, there's this, like, the Holy Spirit, which is part of the Trinity, which will be explained later when we talk about Easter and that kind of stuff. But I'm always prompted by God, and it kind of reminds me, like, you know, the only reason why you can rap is because of me. But I love that, because I can't get full of myself, because it's like, well, actually, without God, I can't do it, because the doctor said I'd never rap again. But here I am. So, without further ado, this first song I'm going to do is called Putting in Work. And I want you guys to get involved. You can stand up if you want. I think it'll be good. I know it's a bit warm and sticky and that, but it'll be good for a little bit of movement. I've got to stand up, so it'd be cool if you guys can. If you can, if you're able, that'd be cool. What I need you to do, after 3, I want you to shout Putting in Work as loud as you can. Can we do that? I want you to shout Putting in Work. I do this in the schools. Even the prisoners do it. They don't fight me, which is good. They do it as well. So after 3, I want you to shout Putting in Work. 1, 2, 3.
Putting in work.
That was all right, but I get a louder sound from the year 6s and year 7s and 8s and that. So one more time, we can try that again. 1, 2, 3. That's decent, right? And it's dead easy. The chorus goes like this. From day one, putting in work. Off the radar, putting in work. Under the surface, putting in work. Run with a purpose, putting in. Oh, it's a bit tricky at the end there, isn't it? We'll pick it up, right? Let's go with that first one, please. Let's get it as loud as we can, please. I want people to be scared when they hear it. I don't want them to be scared. Right, let's go. Been putting in work and a word from the Lord. Been putting in first, but way back before in the covers with girls in the bookies. I will blow every penny I've earned. Roll on 27. I will stash the cash under the mattress bedding. Boys got messy in the gaff. I will pack the bags like they were Atlas jetting. If a man would ramp, they'd have a Western stand-up, and the reaction would be blasting weapons. I couldn't hack that pressure in the club on a high that were passing seconds. Wanted to brawl with the bounces. Next door they were caught with the ounces. Born in the council. Man would take it all from the counter and end up torching the Audi from day one. Off the radar. Under the surface. Run with a purpose. From day one. Off the radar. Under under the surface, running with a purpose. I ain't scared of no one, never back down, never had my phone rough fight to survive as a younger, the time to get told up, but in my mind I'm like, so what? But I could have ended up 6 foot deep in the ground, over beef, now I ain't feeding the cows, I've set bad people around, them man told me they were down, don't reach for me now, stayed on my toes, too many storms to face on my own, faith give me hope, learn the those say they were roll, in fact breaking the code. Remove the blade from your back, expose every damn snake in the grass, set mates played up and that, couldn't wait to attack, and the train derailed from the track, from day one, off the radar. Under the surface, run with a purpose. From day one, off the radar. Under the surface, running with a purpose. Victory outreach, man's out here in victory outreach. Come on, let's get lively. Victory outreach, man's out here in victory outreach. Victory outreach, man's out here in victory. They lethal like the injection in Texas. Too many actors, too many extras. Never really flow, don't really keep on the toes. Hit with the bow and arrow, straight to the dome, no escaping the blow. Brain can't storm, so your thoughts die slow like balance. Put me on the game. Take the starters, main course and the custard in the cake. Wait, you know I hold it down like his mother with a pillow when you would never understand the illness. Got the soul and spirit like a roll with the ghost of bigger, the most explosive hitting. Heads like cocaine, and we go like Red Bull, grow wings. Now the tournament started, so I gotta aim for my targets. Let me showcase. Let's go from day one, off the radar, under the surface, run with a purpose. From day one, off the radar, under the surface. One more time. From day one, off the radar, under the surface, running with a purpose. From day one, off the radar, under the surface, running with a purpose. Hey. Okay. That's it. Okay. I like that. I like it. Thank you for having me. And this next song that I'm going to do is called Got God on My Side and What. And this song, like, it's quite up-tempo. I did this song a little while ago, and I freestyled the chorus for this. I was just like, you know what? I was feeling a bit of anxiety. It was such a weird feeling. I was like, I just felt like God said to me, you've got me on your side. It doesn't matter. I'm rolling with you. And I was like, yeah, I like that. I'm going to roll with it. And it's just become an anthem for me. I just speak that out. Like, if I ever get nervous, feel any kind of way, I know God's by my side. Do you know what I mean? I know I've got him on my side and he's rolling with me, and I love that. We're on a journey together. It's an adventure. It's sick. There's ups and downs, but being a Christian means that I get to do life with Jesus, and he transforms my heart daily. I don't want to say like I'm just transformed and that's it. Daily there's a renewing of my heart and my mind, and I'm challenged, and it just makes me a better person, because it's not just enough to be a good person. There's plenty of people that are good people, but you know, your good deeds don't actually gain you access to heaven. It doesn't say that in the Bible. Jesus says if you believe in me, you'll gain access into heaven. Just your belief, your faith in him will gain you access to heaven, because you are saved by grace and made righteous through faith. Now, grace is just unmerited favor that we don't deserve, and it's putting faith in what Jesus did on the cross. So do you know what? It's not about us, because we can't do. We think we're more powerful than what we actually are. I always say, like, if your alarm doesn't wake you up in the morning, but your heart stops, like, your alarm's not going to wake you up, is it? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like we think we're so powerful, and we're not. But we are powerful when we're with God, because he does so much through us when we allow him to do what he needs to do. And God has changed my life completely. I can honestly say that. So this song is called Got God on My Side and What. Hopefully he'll do a little bit of a dance and move and that and vibe it out. So let's go. Yeah, fully. Let's go.
I live like there's nothing to fear again.
That's right.
Won't slip, but I must have been near the edge.
Yeah.
The times that I thought that you did not care. When I ran away, you
It's going like this. Got God on my side and what? Got God on my side and what? Got God on my side and got God on my side and what? Got God on my side and what? Got God on my side. minute, but the empire strikes back now. When the right tracks and propelled by the spirit of the scale. When you hear it, you can tell it like that. At a moment of madness, every day felt like a soldier in battle. But I gotta be the one to break up the chains and everything I face. There'll be no mistake in my faith. Got me feeling myself. The gift you're giving me, you don't want me to keep in the shell. I never thought I'd be needing your help. Always by my side, never leave me as well. Listen to the words, so true.
Won't slip, but I must have been
Near
near
the
the edge. The times that I thought that you did not care. When I ran away, you were still right there.
Let's go. Let's go. Toes, I kick game. Which way do I go when the signs are clear? I'm so low, man, I nearly died down there. I was running like Mo Farah, like don't panic. Standing on the edge with no balance. Next thing I'm on wings like eagles. I don't care if they don't think I'm decent. God got my back, ain't worried about nothing. Flash of cash, up when the money stops coming. Building a dream, I'm equipped with the skills in the field. Bring the brand new to the scene. Lockdown, got the keys in my hand. Freedom with the fire like I'm heating the pan. Got God on my side and what? 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 Thank you guys. Thank you. That is it from me. And before I come off the stage, you know, if you're here for the first time, something I do know for certain, 1000% sure, you can come and speak to me about it later if you don't believe me, is I know that God loves you so much, regardless of what you've done. And you know what? Everybody thinks you've got to have it all together before you come to God. I know so many people that thought that, including myself, and it's just not true. Because God works with you where you're at, and He's the one that transforms your life. You can't do it on your own. You'll fail every time. But there's such a beauty in having a relationship with God. And I'm telling you now, somebody like me coming from an estate in South Manchester, getting up to know God, it's the best thing that I ever did. So if you get that opportunity today, really think about if you hear God talking to you, you get this feeling, you think your life's not going the way that it should be. Listen to that, because that's God. So bless you guys, man.
Absolutely powerful. Just before you shoot off, just quickly, where can they catch you on social media?
Just Crownfreedom on social media. That's on everything. Got stuff on Spotify, iTunes, all that kind of stuff. That song, Got God on My Side, and what is coming out next month, May the 17th, I think it is. So
powerful,
yeah.
powerful. Let's put our hands together for Crownfreedom one more time.